What a week it has been in the life of Paul Breach. Honestly, we're going to try and recap it as much as possible. It's probably been, in my opinion, the worst week of Paul Breach when you actually deep the stuff that's been going on. Lewis Bucket is here, by the way, resident Paul Breach expert.
Well, like a royal family expert. I'm a Paul Breach expert.
You know, when they get those people on like Good Morning Britain.
We've got a local Paul Breach expert along.
If I have to watch one more Paul Breach video, I'm going to jump out my window and let my funeral song be Green Green Grass.
Well, that's great, because I actually can't watch any more Paul Breach videos. Because he's blocked me.
I wonder why. It might have been to do with the 9 videos you've made on him.
I mean, like, I don't think what I've done is...
You don't think what you've done is worthy of a...
No, I think it's... No, it's acceptable. Well, let's start with what got me blocked. He did a live stream recently with a guy who does impressions of him called Jack. He tries to look like he's enjoying it, but he quite clearly absolutely hates it.
Now it's the World Cup. And he scored his goals. His name was Jack Grealish.
Why does Paul think he's sick? Like, why does he... Like, did you see him there being like... He was lip-syncing to his own song, being like, yeah, I wrote that. Bro... Oh, you're so irritating!
What is actually brilliant here is this is like Paul Breach's first ever experience in his life of him seeing himself from another perspective, and he's starting to realise. You can see it in his face, he's starting to realise.
He's starting to see why everybody finds him mega cringe.
He's my brother. Oh, he's my boo-boo-boo-boo. Oh, he's my brother. Oh, he's my boo-boo-boo-boo. Come on, England.
To be fair, Jack smashes that impression. He does such a great job. But the one thing I would say to Jack is, how could you possibly sit opposite that man on a live stream and not just be terrified for your life? I get so scared of him. I am in fear of Paul Breach.
You'd be terrified to meet Paul Breach. I don't think I would.
I just think he's got nothing to lose, clearly, because
I think he's a very small
anybody
man.
who had any form of self-worth would not be spending their time doing this.
Say what you want, I wake up every day and I get angry that I've not woke up in Paul Breach's body.
I don't really want to think about that. I get loads of comments on these videos, I'm sure you do too, and I wanted to do this video as kind of like addressing everything for Paul Breach is a bit more serious and addressing some of the comments. And some people in the comment section will always say on our videos, Lewis, I'll be like, you're platforming him. Like, you know, more people are gonna like. I think Paul Breach is inevitable. He's so big, and he's never gonna stop posting videos that you're always gonna hear about him, and you've just got to accept that. Like, the idea of getting rid of him, I think is impossible. I don't know if you'd agree.
Oh, bro, the exact same people that were like, Paul Breach needs removed from the app. When he did get banned, they were like, oh, I'm having withdrawals. What's Paul up to? What's Paul up to, guys?
We'll get onto that Reddit, man. We'll get onto that Reddit. The stuff people posting on the Reddit about how much they missed Paul Breach was genuinely terrifying. This is how much money Paul apparently makes.
Would you believe me if I told you that it puts him in the top 10% of British earners?
What, a full stop? Like, what, in the entirety of Britain?
Of all time.
He's
Yeah,
actually
there's KSI, then there's Paul Breach.
Forbes 20 under 20. No, it would be
under 20,
20 under
50.
20 under 50.
At 0.5 pence per diamond, that means he's made about $560.5, which is almost £457. To work out how much money he made on the Creator Fund, I downloaded all of his TikTok statistics. He got about 23 million views. Put together a pivot table. I think he'll have made minimum £267 from all of these views.
And most of the things, people are like, you're funding his lifestyle. If he had a normal 9-to-5 job, it would enable him to be able to like take 19-year-olds to hotels. He is not making as much money as people think he is off TikTok. It just means that he has more free time to get up to be Paul Creep.
Me and you both know from seeing these videos, they're always so inaccurate, because we know how much you make from stuff like that. 21 million views, he got way more than that. Way more than that. Not that much more.
Yeah, off TikTok, I don't know. Off TikTok, I don't know if that's true. I honestly don't think he probably made that much. I really don't.
I got £900 from a 21 million view video, so...
Oh, so Paul could at least afford to stay in the Marriott.
Including the views he got for videos posted on the 14th and 15th of January here. But that's because I'm assuming most
he must
of the
save
views
so
from
much
these
money
videos
because he
are
only
from
needs a
this
single
week,
bed as well.
and
He's
we're
so
also not paying
small.
We know he loves to fork it out on an Airbnb occasionally. We were making jokes in the previous video about Snapshot Eye meeting up with this 19-year-old model, and instead of going to a hotel like he normally does, he got an Airbnb. Now, I always believe the reason he got the
Cameo
Airbnb...
money.
I believe he got the Airbnb because he didn't want anybody... He didn't want to have to check in to a hotel with a 19-year-old.
I didn't think of it like that.
Did you not? How did you not? How did you not put that together?
I thought he wanted just bigger space for more
No,
dance moves.
no way, man. He wanted nobody to fucking know. She recorded conversations that she had with him over the phone, and this is one of them, and it is genuinely like one of the weirdest things I've ever heard.
I love the size of the font on her phone. She must be blind. I mean, she must be blind to meet up with Paul Breach.
Yeah, true.
Basically, I know everything on the internet is like utter crap, but I just need to be like completely certain about this. Like, there's a girl obviously accusing you of giving her an STD, which is probably completely untrue. But wait, just wait.
Oh my god, I can't believe he says that unironically, like off camera. He says Babs, like unironically.
I've never heard him directly call someone that's not been on a TikTok live. It's just chlamydia Babs. It's just chlamydia Babs.
Can I just finish what I'm saying first? Do I need to be concerned at all?
Now, does that imply, I think, that they slept with each other?
Yes.
Well, then I can't feel sorry. Really, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's been this big debate been going on, and my main thing is meeting up with Paul Breach. First of all, what are you doing? To sleep with him, what are you doing? To then post everything about it as soon as you've slept with him, just seems really suspect to me. And I don't like sitting on here and defending Paul Breach, right, Lewis Buchan? And I don't think you like doing that either. And he is the responsible adult, but he's been somewhat stitched up. And two wrongs do not make a right.
I think Paul deserves it all. Like, it's what he gets for being so arrogant, thinking he can just talk to, like,
I was just thinking, just because I'm an amateur photographer, and then he's shagged us.
But this is the thing.
Shut up.
We have found out that he is a liar. We said that we believed he was lying in the last video. We believed that there was nefarious acts going on. He played it off as it was just photography. The Airbnb wasn't suspect. And here we are, 2 weeks later, with proof that they slept with each other. Look, I know it's legal. It is legal. It is legal what he's done. She's 19, he's 42, they're two consenting adults. But it doesn't mean I don't think you're a fucking weirdo. And I do. I think you're a freak. And I can't believe that he was stupid enough as well to put himself in this position as a 42-year-old man.
He gets excited when someone wants to spend time with him, so he can't help but just post it everywhere. Look, guys, someone wants to spend time with you.
Yeah, and it's always a woman.
Done, Paul.
And it's always a woman.
Me or you message him for a photography session, would he reply?
He's not fucking me in his Airbnb.
I'm jealous.
I've slept with 3 people in the last 15, 16 years.
Ha, loser.
No game. L Riz. Everybody, Can we comment on this video? Snapshot Eye L Riz. Snapshot Eye has L Riz.
That will finally get to him.
So I don't need to be worried.
You don't have to worry in the slightest.
Okay, good. Just because, obviously, because we did.
What's the name of this person I'm supposed to have slept with?
It's the Reddit.
The Reddit. He gave Reddit an STD.
Fucking hell, it's got plenty of disease.
Just shagging a mobile application.
I haven't slept with. No.
Okay.
No.
But you
Why
can
does he
understand
speak
why,
on the
like,
phone like he's whispering in someone's ear, like seductively? Why does he speak?
He thinks he's so hot, man. And this is what, like, you know, these people have done, because people generally, for some reason, have started to like him. And the one thing I will say is, look, I said earlier in this video, he is the adult in this situation. He should know better. He should know that he shouldn't be doing this. And I can't feel sorry for him at all. As much as I feel like the idea of just painting her as like this angel that's been sent to take down Paul Breach is really weird. But this is the proof, if anybody needed it, but Paul Breach is just a fucking rotten bloke. We have it here. People keep on going, I don't really know what he's necessarily done. This is what he's done. This is Paul. This is who he is.
Yeah, I've not really seen much people mention it, but one of the most things that I find worrying is she's not a 19-year-old that looks 19 or a 19-year-old that looks older. She's a 19-year-old that doesn't look 19.
And I don't want to get in that debate because, like, she is legally 19, but yeah,
No,
she doesn't
but
look like
what
an
I'm
adult.
saying
She doesn't look like an adult.
It shows what he's into.
I was nervous, right? Just because of everything on the internet. Can you understand it? Yeah?
Stop reading stuff in there.
Okay.
I can tell you something. If it's in Reddit, it's not true.
The Reddit is mostly true, by the way.
Yeah, the Reddit is like 85% true. Also,
It's people that have like done a deep dig on like his whole life.
it's also like, we all were like, oh, he's got this like Airbnb for this girl. It's probably because he wants to sleep with her. And he was like,
No way.
that has literally turned out to be true with an audio recording. So I'm sorry, Paul. You're down on this one, my friend.
Because, do you know what? I think she'd have been well excited about being with me. If she was in Reddit, wouldn't she?
Yeah, true.
He thinks he's such a catch that, like,
That people would be
people sleep with
excited.
him. People sleep with him because they want to end up on the Paul Breach snark Reddit.
Like they're going to announce it via Facebook status. Guys, I slept with Paul Breach. It's not something I'd go raving about.
What is wrong with this man? People on Reddit
guys,
are losers.
I lost my virginity to Paul Breach.
Here we go. Get it on the part quick to Paul Breach snark. It's a sick man.
It's just obviously because I've got a kidney infection at the moment, so I don't want to make it worse.
So no, just no. Right, just literally 100%, 150 million%.
I only wanted to make sure that I was safe just because of what we did.
Hearing about Paul Breach have a sex makes me feel so sick. Like, I can't believe this is what I'm doing.
Started STDs.
I think the thing is now is after this thing with the 19-year-old, like, people have generally seen like the real true side to Paul Breach. So people have started going up in public and asking him, I would say more politely than most people would, about why he did it.
Can I ask why you think it's alright to meet 19-year-olds in hotel rooms? Why do you think it's alright?
Nice to see you.
You're a grown man. You fucking weirdo. Free.
I love this woman, by the way.
I don't know if you hear also in the background, there's also not one, but there's also another group of people shouting nonsense at him if you replay it.
Wait, can you actually?
Weirdo. Free.
Like, why would you leave the house if you're not being harassed by one person but by like multiple directions? Why would you do that to yourself? Because I know, and you know that he goes out to shopping centres. And do you know why I know this? He goes out to shopping centres to get recognised. And do you know why I know that? Because have you ever seen him for shopping bag? Have you ever seen him wear anything different that isn't that stupid fucking jacket? No, he goes to shopping centres and doesn't buy anything.
He wants people to post videos about him on TikTok because it makes him more famous. That's what he wants. That's why he's doing it.
Where's busier than a shopping centre?
Yeah, and then he ends up with this. Now, one thing is, after all of this drama with, you know, Paul sleeping with a 19-year-old, he has gone on to address all of the most important things in a TikTok, which we have here. Don't worry, guys, he wasn't in the USA.
I've seen loads of people talking about that, and he wasn't.
He
there.
wasn't in the USA. Don't worry.
So many questions about him being in Leeds.
Yeah,
he's cleared up the allegations, guys. He's cleared up the Leeds allegations.
A win for people from Leeds there. He hasn't been arrested. He did not go to the 1975, which I'm deeply disappointed. I feel like that would be a great breeding ground for him. Did not go to Australia. He didn't get kicked out. I mean, it was his own brother who said that, his own stepbrother. So I don't know if that one's necessarily true, Paul. And you haven't been home since. And I know that because I can recognise your bathroom from anywhere at this point. He wasn't in Blackpool. And he didn't ring the police on somebody, I guess. I don't know who he'd be ringing the police on.
He rang the police on himself.
Didn't get upset with the dual live. He enjoyed it. So he thoroughly enjoyed being taken the piss out of. So he'll love this video. This is the video that I was recording, by the way, which is how I found out I was blocked.
I don't think we'll make it out of here. I don't think we'll make it out of here. I'm so scared, I hope the end is...
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine doing matching hoodies with Paul Breach? Do people have no self-respect anymore?
Also, I don't know why he's wearing that backwards cap like he's 50 Cent. Like, no one looks good in a backwards cap.
He said he did it on purpose, Lewis, to bait people into making videos.
Yeah, sure. No, he thinks he's Tony Hawk.
We're going to end it on this. This is the video that basically spawned me to make this follow-up. Oh, he generally made me angry. Like, I couldn't even find it funny. Like, I was just like, oh, he's actually just such a little rat.
Oh, fuck a duck. Fuck it. I mean, I did coerce her into breathing. I did manipulate her into walking. Don't forget I'm old and you talk to me. I do, Sarah. Leah home. So I was all that shit. Till it high back time. Paul woke up and shows very much sarcasm. Maisie, hi. Justice, hi. Stephanie, hello.
He gets, like, caught out doing something awful that he said he wouldn't do. And then his response is just to act like this. And surely he must know that if he keeps on responding this way, that, like, people are just not going to stop, like, harassing him, as he calls it.
I don't know how... I've never met someone so unself-aware, ever. Like, see if you had millions of people telling you that you're doing something. If I had one person... I get one YouTube comment telling me
I'm doing something. Mate. I've had an entire emotional breakdown. We'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully not. Hopefully
There's going to be a next one?
I hope we I hope not, but let's face it. There will be.